You're in the window at Dunkin' Donuts, right? I'm a scab sitting in a car begging for your help. We're both in very precarious situations. I owe Dunkin' Donuts an apology, but they owe me one too. I recently changed my opinion about Dunkin' Donuts. Now, I know that everyone has their political opinions as to why we should and should not go to certain places, and I stand by all of it. I get it. We are all doing our best to not go to Starbucks or not go to Target or go to not shop at Amazon, or you have to shop at Amazon. Everybody has their reasons why they can be boots on the ground or why they can spend their money certain places. Everyone's trying their best. But realistically, we always end up going places that we shouldn't go and doing things that we shouldn't do. And when I say we, I mean me, because I know you're perfect. I know you're not doing any of that. I know that everything you do in the dark is the same thing that you do in the light, except for me. However, I recently decided that aside from the fact that I probably shouldn't be going to Starbucks for the many reasons, like people say that they are terrible to their employees and also that they are funding an absolute genocide, aside from all of those things, they don't even have the sugar free options anymore. I mean, aside from sugar free vanilla. And I drink that. It's fine. I always find there's something wrong with the coffee, though. Why does it taste almost citrusy? I want nutty coffee. I want creamy coffee. I want coffee that tastes smoky. And every time I get a coffee of the day, like, can I just get a Pike's Place, a Pike's Roast, a Pike's Peak? Can I get a cold brew? Can I try it all? Right? And I just want sugar-free syrup and a little bit of cream, and I bring my own sweet and low because they don't encourage the sweet and low there. Everyone had said to me, "Why don't you ever go to Dunkin'? There's one right up the street from you." And I'm like, "Oh, Dunkin', I've had Dunkin' before. It's not all that." And then someone put a bug in my ear and said, "Well, Dunkin' has many sugar-free syrups. Sugar-free syrups that they don't have at other places." So I was like, "You know what? Let's just go over there. Let's go to Dunkin'." Go to Dunkin' and I ask, "Do you have any sugar-free syrups?" Because some people may experience syrups one place, maybe they're not at the other place. I don't know if it's universal. So I ask. The lady says, "We have blueberry, we have raspberry, we have hazelnut, we have maybe vanilla." It was like there was like 5, maybe even 6. I don't remember. But I think that I've tried them all at this point and I settled on the hazelnut, sugar-free hazelnut. I love it. It's great. Makes this coffee creamy. And then the lady said to me the next time I went through, a different person, "Do you have the app? You should get the app. You've come through here a few times." And I usually get drinks for like myself, maybe a couple of other people. Sometimes we get like the 10 count munchkins to share. Sometimes I get a breakfast sandwich. It just depends. So I downloaded the app. I guess it's supposed to make it easier for the customer. It's supposed to look like it's making it easier, but also it's like turning everything into AI, or I don't know. There's something happening where people are going to lose their jobs and we're all going to die. But you got to have the app if you want the points, because that's what it looks like for you. The optics are it's great for you. The reality is it's great for them. They wouldn't do it unless it was great for them. However, I get the app. Normally, when you drive into a place, you hear that automated voice that goes, "Welcome to Dunkin'. Will you be using your app today?" And then I just say, like, "No, because I'm not, I don't have a mobile order. I don't have an app order." And I go through and I order my stuff and then I go through and the window rolls down and the girl is there. The girl that told me you should get the app. And I go, "Hey, how are you?" She said, "I'm doing great." I said, "I got that app." She said, "Oh, okay. Well, your total is whatever." And I said, "Okay." So I give her the card and I go, "And what do I do with this?" She goes, "Oh, I'll scan that." So she scans it. She gives me the card. She goes, "Do you want your receipt?" And you know, I save my receipts because I give them to my mom because she uses the Fetch app and she gets her gift cards. I know they're for Amazon, but listen, it's for my mom. I'm Gen X. She's a boomer. She's going to shop on Amazon. It's going to be what it's going to be. Just follow me here. There's a lot of problems with this story. I can get it. Um, I get my points for like a $30 order for 3 people. Sandwiches, all of it. Go away. The next time I come through, the thing doesn't say like, "Are you using your app today?" It just says, "Hi, welcome to Dunkin'. How can I help you?" I order the stuff. I get to the window, roll the window down, and the person puts their hand out and they go, "Whatever, 2712 or whatever the total is." And I go, "Oh, okay." And then I'm holding my phone and my card and I'm like, And she just goes, card? And I said, yeah. So I hand her my card. And then she scans the card and I go, oh, and I also have this. And she goes, oh, did you have a mobile order? I said, no, I don't have a mobile order. It's just for the points. She goes, oh, yeah, sorry, you're going to have to do that before I charge you. And I said, oh, okay, well, it's only my second time using it. I don't know. Like it didn't dawn on me. I said, but I guess you could just take the phone now. She goes, yeah, no, it doesn't work that way. The way it works is that you scan for your points before we charge you. I said, oh, okay. Well, could I just get a receipt? She's like, yeah. I said, I'll just call the number. I'm like, like at Bath and Body Works, if you don't have the number in there or if you're putting it on someone else, I don't know how that works, but they just tell you, you can call and add your points on. And I've done that before. And they're like, sure, add your points. She goes, yeah, it doesn't work that way. We don't do that. And I said, oh, okay. So how do I get my points today? She said, oh, well, you would just give me your phone before you pay. I said, okay. Well, we didn't do that. So what do I do today? And then she looks at me and says, oh, you would give me your phone before you pay. I said, oh, okay. Well, we've now done this dance 3 times. And neither one of us is getting better at this dance. So let me ask you this. Since I've broken the system, how do I fix this? Because I want to continue to be a customer and I want the $27 or $32 worth of points. Whatever that is, I want those points. All of them, not some of them. And she says, well, there's a number on the receipt. You can just call that number. And I said, oh, so I can call the number. She said, sure. And you do a survey and you'll get some points. I said, oh, well, I don't want the points for completing a survey. I want the points for spending money here. And then I'll take the points for doing a survey because I can tell them all about this interaction. And she says, oh, well, that's the only way you're going to get your points. I said, I think we're both so unclear here. I want to continue to be a customer here and I want to reap the benefits of the app that I was told to download. And she says, you're going to have to show me the phone before I charge you. So then those were my clues because it's always like first time, shame on you, second time, shame on me. But we have been do-si-doing this thing around the donut shop drive-thru while I'm waiting for the order. By the way, I'm not doing this holding people up. I'm still waiting for the order, all the items, because they're putting them in that oven, the one that stinks, like the one at 7-Eleven, that pizza oven. Their oven stinks too, which, by the way, I probably should have known better because there's this TikTok account that floats around that tells me about shops in my area or places in my area that like have low rankings, and it didn't show me a low ranking, but it showed me insides of the kitchen that they said was that kitchen. Maybe it's not. And baby, there was like rodent, there was all kinds of stuff. I'm not going to throw shade on anybody. I'm just going to tell you what I did see and what you didn't hear it from me. I didn't see it myself. It was just said on this account. However, that's part of the reason why I didn't go there. But now that I'm there, the interaction is purely clerical. I want the points. I don't understand. So I'm thinking to myself, not only did the drive-thru automated voice not say, welcome to Dunkin', will you be using your app to gain points today? It didn't say that. Then when I got to the window, she popped open the window and put her hand out and she said, 27, whatever, 27, 32, whatever she said. She put her hand out. So that naturally says to me like, oh, maybe you're busy and we need to get the transaction done first. By the way, here's for the points. Wasn't it her job to say to me, because the automated thing didn't ask you if you were using your app, I'm asking you because our job at the company is to get you to use the fucking app. The point of the app isn't because they want me to have a free croissant every 5,000 points. The point of the app is to geo-track who is spending and where they're spending it. That's the point of the app. We get that. I'm not stupid, right? I'm ignorant for sure, but I'm not stupid. I know what's happening. The point is that you're trying to gather data so you know what you're marketing. Do people here buy raspberry croissants? Do people here buy a lot of coffee? What do people buy here? That's the point. The payoff to the customer is that the customer is going to give that information freely and feel like they're being rewarded by little bits of things like wicked sprinkles on donut holes, right? So if you get those things, you feel like you're getting something out of it. But the reality is it's marketing. The company's just trying to gather information. And I'm not saying anything nefarious is going on. I'm just saying they're not going to do it if it's not good for them. If your job is to get me on the app, why have you done everything to keep me off the app? And then when I say, hey, let me go above and beyond as a customer to get my points, and then you say, oh, we don't do that. Yeah, well, you needed to give me. There's something, and I don't want to say it's generational, but I do want to say it's generational. But there's something like the worst and the best things that each of our generations is blamed for essentially for that, for the good things we do and the bad things we do. So people would say, oh, I hate boomers. I hate Gen X because they always say this, but I love Gen X because they always do this. I hate millennials because they do this, but they do this. So there's something for each of our generations that we hate and we like and we don't like. And right now, I know their jobs are shitty. A job is not going into a career. A job is just keeping people with head above water, barely. But I'm not the enemy. And I know this person was maybe just relaying the information from the company. Maybe that is the policy. And if that is the policy, why is that the policy? And why are you leaving someone hanging to enforce a policy that doesn't make any sense? Now, the interaction ended completely, not really the way that I had hoped. The interaction ended with me saying, I understand. I'm not going to get my points today. But I would like to have that receipt, and I will make a call to see if maybe there is a loophole we don't know about. But for now, because you can't help me, can I please just, and these were my exact words, but for now, because you can't help me with what I think you can help me with, can I just get 4 packets of Sweet and Low? The ones in the pink packet, and I'll be out of your hair. She looks over and pulls the drawer out, and she goes, here, thanks, bye. Here, thanks, bye. Now listen, I am a petty officer reporting for duty. You have no idea what it takes for me. If I wasn't so goddamn fat and wasn't fully aware that I probably wouldn't fit through the drive-thru window, it surprises me that I don't rip people through said window. It really surprises me. I have it in me. I have the gumption. I just don't have the physicality. I'm surprised I'm not in jail all the time. It's my anxiety. You know what I mean? And it's also those optics. Big Mexican dude rips young woman through Dunkin Donuts window in Whittier, California. That's the headline. That's what it would be. But nobody would ever say, no one ever says a word about who is sending for me when I come for you. It's always tit for tat, always. There's always a reason, right? And that's why I never say, I'm just like, you know what? Maybe that is the policy. And I said to her, because you're not giving me what I think the answer is, essentially, I'm going to get out of your hair. Could I just get 4 Sweet and Low? My words were, can I get 4 Sweet and Low? And I'll be out of your hair. Here. I mean, when I tell you, there's something about the way you do things, right? There's something about the way you handography things and you move things. It can say a lot, right? It can say a lot. She said this to me. And she just waves me on. And I look at her and I take the Sweet and Low and I said, thank you for absolutely nothing. And I drive away and I'm just looking around like, am I cannot be the only person in this car. I cannot be the only person that heard me. I'm very, very, very sensitive when it comes to tone. I don't even think words are as important as tone are. It has nothing to do with words. You could tell me to fuck off, and if you said it the right way, I would know that you loved me. You could. I mean it to be true. I stand here as firm as I sit here as firm as I can with these cheeks gripping this chair, telling you that I know the difference between words and tone. And her tone said, I've had it. I'm good. Well, guess what? You're working right now. So unfortunately, as the messenger, you need to clean up the way that you're messaging. You also need to clean up the inside of that store because everybody on TikTok says how dirty it is. But I'm not calling that out. I'm just saying what people on TikTok are saying. I didn't say I said it. I'm just telling you the streets are talking, honey. And that Dunkin Donuts, I don't know. Of course, I'll be back in there next week because I like this. I like the sugar-free option. And I'm going to look them right in the face and I'm going to go, hi, I have an app. Would you please scan my app? Because I'd like to get all of the points. I'd like to be a rewards member. I'd like to be rewarded for my behavior. I'm going to stare just like that. Just like that. I want to continue to be a good customer. I want to continue to be rewarded. Moving forward, I know that I had to learn the hard way that the only way to reap the benefits of the app is to let them know I have the app. Hi. No, 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 no. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Scan me first. Scan, scan, scan. Scan this first. Scan. Like, you have to be able to know, or else they're going to tell you, we don't do that. I'm so sure we don't do that. She was so bothered. Mother, you're in the window at Dunkin' Donuts, right? I'm a scab sitting in a car begging for your help. We're both in very precarious situations, right? You have what I need. I need what you have. Listen, you're working in the window. I'm begging outside of the window. It's not it's not a better or a worse. It's just that you kind of do have the upper hand in the situation because you know how this works. Why is everybody begging at a drive-thru for everything? Like, why is it like this is the thing. When I say everybody, what I mean is everyone's encountering this kind of behavior. I'm not the only person encountering it. I might be the only person who is telling you constantly about this, but I'm not the only one handling this shit. I'm not the only one dealing with this. Other people go, it's not that big of a deal. I just drive off. But you do realize that you experienced it. So you're comfortable giving somebody your money and leaving there with not what you ordered, not what you were promised, not your reward, and just going, well, it's just the way it is. Not me, honey, not me. See, now when I leave here, I have that receipt too. I still have that receipt. I put it in and I thought, I'm going to call. I'm going to call. It only happened a few days ago. I am going to call and I'm just going to ask because maybe the trajectory of this will entirely change when they go, oh, well, we can add your points on. No problem. Then why didn't she fucking tell me? You know why? Because she was playing in my face on purpose. Guess what? I like to play too. Would you like to know something similar about cats and humans? They're the only two mammals that tease and taunt their prey before they kill it. I'll see you there with my cell phone and my fucking app. Do you want to scan my app? Because I think you will want to scan my app.